What up, my beautiful people? This is Tatiana Tarot. It's been a hot minute. It hasn't, actually, I'm very dramatic. It hasn't been that long, but you guys got a video last week, and it wasn't the tarot energy forecast. That's the video for this week as well. But I wanted to bring up that I have been collaborating with my love, Emily. Emily, the Voluptuous Witch, on Instagram, and her website is the Voluptuous Witch. She's an amazing astrologer, and we thought it would be really, really dope to team up and do some astro tarot juju for you guys, because there's a lot that's going on. I dabble in astrology very minimally, and so I'm not like, you know, one of those people that's like trine, conjunct, whatever, you know, all this lingo. I'm really like, okay, new moon, full moon, retrograde, and that's about it. So Emily is hopping on board, and I'm hopping along with her just to provide you with some good, simple, applicable information for your life that you can nourish yourself with and take on to the next week. And so we just finished up our video, and that should be releasing fairly shortly under my channel and her channel as well. Stay tuned for that, because it's just so good for us to connect and really talk about what's going on an astrological and spiritual level. And I know a lot of you guys can gain much from it. But this here stays. This whole thing that I've been doing for years now, the Tarot Energy Forecast, I shall be continuing it. And this video is for Monday, tomorrow Monday, the 31st, all the way to the 6th of August, which would be Sunday. Okay, so for those who are new, what up? I am Tatiana Tarot. I read the tarot cards as a form of divination to help you gain more insight, clarity, and knowledge over your life on conscious and subconscious levels, and also to help empower you to make the right choices for you to live your best life possible. I utilize the tarot. I consult spirit for the highest good of all involved. And I also, at the end of the video, use an oracle deck to kind of sum up the overall message that we need to know for the week. So I'm going to be starting off again, as I quickly mention to you guys every week. I pull 2 cards for every 2 days of the week. One card would be in our subconscious realm, what we are not knowledgeable of, what we're not savvy of, what we're not aware of for these 2 days, and what we need to know. And then the conscious realm, what we are aware of, maybe energies that we are acting out or going to manifest for us for those 2 days as well. So bear in mind, there's a lot of information in this video. I always tell people, whip out a pen and paper. Even for my personal readings, which at the end of the video, I will tell you how you can book with me. Even with my personal readings, I always tell people, you know, it's just best to write down things that you're hearing that stick out to you, so that you can reference it a little bit later on. And plus, there might be information that you come up with during the video that you want to write down and just know and be knowledgeable of, just for knowledge sake, I guess you can say. So everyone, zoom in, tune in, and from your spot, just channel your higher self through your intention. This is very simple. It's more simple than you think it is. You just do send out a vibration telling spirit, I ask for my higher self to be in alignment with who I am. And I ask my higher self to give me any guidance and information I most need to know for the highest good of all involved this week. And so for Monday, the 31st, and Tuesday, August 1st, Spirit, what do we need to know on our subconscious levels? What's popping up subconsciously for us? I'm going to pull out this card here. And what's popping up for us consciously? Consciously, what do we need to know that's popping up for us consciously for Monday the 31st and Tuesday the 1st? Okay, hold on. I'm drinking Ensure because I'm eating. I can't eat right now. For some reason, making these videos make me so hungry. So if I got a little smoothie on the side, you know, me and Baby Magic, say hi. Baby Magic's getting so big. Hey. Baby Magic's chilling right now. And keeps her happy. Keeps mama happy. Keeps mama fueled to make these videos for you. So let's go. Subconsciously, the 31st and the 1st, we have... Okay, I figured that that's what I had pulled. I saw a peek of it. This is the 10 of Cups. Forgive my nails. I do look a little crackish. I need to take them off. I've been lazy. 10 of Cups. So, the 10 of Cups, when we're talking about cups in general, just to reiterate, cups represent the emotional realm. They represent the element of water, right? And so water is about our sentiments, our feelings, our emotions, and that kind of realm. Sometimes it can pertain to spirit because it is a conduit for spirit. So when we get the 10 of anything, this is kind of like the culmination, a completion, right? A finishing and ending to things. So on the subconscious level, to be receiving the 10 of Cups, this may be like a sigh of relief for a lot of you guys, because at least you're not harboring any thoughts Monday and Tuesday that are self-sabotage. This is a card of celebration. We have this family that's like, ta-da, look at this beautiful rainbow. The skies are blue, it's sunny. There's 10 golden cups in the sky. There's children playing in the background. There's property. There's beautiful fertile nature. And so this is like, you know, really start counting your blessings, all right? This time is very, again, and you want to check in the video that I did with the voluptuous witch, but this time is very auspicious for us. There's a lot of things going on that's going to, you know, elevate us and push us beyond our comfort zone, but also allow us to really thrive and shine and be authentic and be the greatness that we know ourselves to be as. You know, the 10 of Cups is kind of telling me that there's peace within you, or that you have the belief that peace is possible, that things are really going to transpire well, that you have this end result that you're approaching is near your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, your deepest desires. You're really starting to see and feel in your subconscious realm that that this is possible for you, that things are really falling out to your favor. Even if things don't seem like they're in alignment, you still feel in some way that it is, you know, okay, maybe I've been off the beaten course because, you know, the universe is giving me a detour that is much more favorable to me than what I could give myself. So I'm just going to follow the impulses of the universe and trust and have faith and believe. And this card is inherently about that. It's about really the sense of awe, the sense of magic that surrounds you, and really thinking about all the blessings, like the air that you're breathing, the bed that you're sleeping in, the job that you have, the fact that you're alive right now, every little thing. Because I feel like now you want to take this. This is great because you want to take this and you want to run with it because you're programming yourself to win. This is a great card that can also enforce and be really receptive to positive affirmations. So if you want to write a list of affirmations in any aspect of your life that you need, and read that list when you're waking up or falling asleep, so that, you know, your mind is kind of clear, especially when you're falling asleep. You're falling asleep with those affirmations. But also, when you're waking up to this new level of consciousness, and your day is going to radiate that. So definitely take that and take advantage of it. But for our conscious realm, and before we go into our conscious realm, I just want to say that even though we're pulling these two cards for every 2 days of the week, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're only going to be applicable for those 2 days. They may still be applicable, that energy, it's energy at the end of the day, that may be carrying on throughout the whole week. So you want to kind of mix and combine and see, you know, maybe the 10 of Cups is something that is going to happen, but it's coming in for me to be aware on Monday and Tuesday, because it's really going to hit the roof on Friday or something. Just bear that in mind, okay? So on the conscious note, we're getting the Judgment card. Okay? Judgment. You feel something coming and you can't explain what it is. The Judgment is a call from higher forces. It is an epiphany, is a realization that you have to change things in your life, or that life is going to radically change itself for you without you interfering. Sometimes we have those situations, especially with these eclipses that are coming next month, these two eclipses, the lunar and solar. Things are going to happen that are not within our power. Not everything is in our power. And so that's a testament to the power and the energy of the Judgment card. The Judgment card is like, hello, wake up, you know, higher self, higher forces, source energy, spirit guides, ancestors. You are getting some sort of signal, sign, message that may not be computing in your brain. It's in your conscious mind. You should be aware of it, but maybe you're not fully understanding it. And maybe it's the details that you're not understanding, but inherently it's something positive. You feel like something positive is going to transpire from it, because in your subconscious, you're like, everything's going to be well. We're protected. All our desires and our dreams are going to be manifested. We're going to feel like we're on top of the world emotionally. And you know, this can also represent great family life, harmony, unity, prosperity for all involved. You know, if things are rocky in your stability, in your family life, you could definitely see things changing for you. Or maybe consciously you notice that you have to enforce a certain change. Something needs to happen. So I see this as a physical sign. Not just, okay, I'm getting this insight, so-and-so needs to occur on an emotional level. But sometimes the Judgment encourages us to make moves, to make actual moves in our life. And so you can't disregard that, because they can only meet us halfway. They, as in the universe and their helpers, can only meet us halfway. We have free will to change our lives, so then we need to meet them as well by doing the work. So let's see what's going on. Wednesday the 2nd, Thursday the 3rd. Subconsciously, what's going on for Wednesday the 2nd of August and Thursday the 3rd of August. These are really awesome cards. Consciously, Wednesday the 2nd, Spirit, Thursday the 3rd. All right. Okay, you guys, get ready for this week, because vamos a ver how everything goes, and it's smooth, inshallah. Everything is smooth and everything is groovy. Subconsciously, we are getting, for the 2nd and the 3rd, we are getting the 3 of Cups. So on a level that you may not be very mindful of, I gotta say, y'all winning this week. Or you're prepared for August, because this is the last week. We're pretty much going into the month of August for this reading. You're prepared to win. Whatever has transpired in July and the months prior, you're like, that's it. I need a change. I'm about to do the change. I'm about to be the change. And I'm reprogramming my mind so that I know that all is possible, that I am impossible. And I can shift myself to get what I want, and I'm going to win. I'm going to be victorious. This is a card of victory. This is a card of celebration. We have a lot of victory cards, which is great. But this is a card of renewal, emotional renewal, feeling lifted. Give to yourself. You know, don't be afraid to engage in activities that are supporting your self-care, that is putting you on a pedestal, that's making you feel 300%. You know, that's making you feel bad about it. Hang around positive energy in which everyone is thriving and everyone's intention is to ascend and to continue thriving. Everyone is lifting each other up. So this could be, you know, a gathering of friends, a reunion, family members, colleagues, you know, feeling great about yourself, feeling great about the direction of your life, feeling, you know, renewed in some way, cleansed in some way, or hearing amazing news. This can happen on a subconscious level. You may be programming yourself to be abundant, to be very prosperous, and to receive accolades, to receive honors and appreciation, and this is overall really phenomenal. It does deal with a lot of feminine energy, so focus on the arts, focus on creativity for yourself, whether that's like upgrading your wardrobe, fixing your looks, indulging in beautification, it's taking that luxurious bath, buying those beautiful clothes, taking yourself out to eat. The more that you show the universe that you're worth it, the more the universe will display experiences to you, give you experiences to you that radiate this as well, reflect this as well. Excuse me. Consciously, we are getting for the second and the third, the Six of Wands. So consciously, this is a card that's really like determination central, because we see a guy that's on a horse that's coming back into town, and he has all these people around him celebrating. Oh my God, you're back. Bitch, we knew you were going to make it, but you took so long. Like, oh my God. So the story behind this card is like, where the hell did he go? Like, what happened in between that everyone's celebrating his arrival? It's kind of like, when you go away for college for 4 years and then you come back home and it's like, oh my God, welcome back. Kind of, but a little bit more intense, because it looks like this guy has come from war. So that is to say that it's not to negate the rocky road that you've been on, whether that's emotionally, physically, spiritually, all of the above. The Six of Wands is kind of telling you you're making it home. You're making it into the land of stability, of success, of confidence. You're feeling confident in yourself. You're like, you know what? I'm going to let my radiance shine. I'm going to let everybody know who I am. I know who I am. I know what I can bring to the table. That is the Six of Wands. And so this is, I see progress here consciously. Like either you're like luchando, like really reaching, really putting in the effort to make things happen for yourself. Let's go. I don't care what I've been through. I know I can make it out of life. I know not only can I make it out of life, but things are going to exceed my expectations. It's going to go above and beyond. There's a sense of mastery here. There's a sense of inner faith and conviction that makes you feel unstoppable, especially when your internal state has been, and I want my baby to be shown. Okay, hey, can't really see her because I'm wearing this little black thingamabobber. But really, I don't even remember what the hell I was saying, pregnancy brain. But really just feeling that you are unstoppable in all ways. And that you're worth, that you're not cowering down from challenges, because you know that that's going to make you into the person that you've always envisioned, but you know that beyond the challenges are the rewards, so you have to stick it out and persevere regardless. So that's that kind of card. Breakthroughs. I said progression. But also that's the Six of Wands is to bear in mind that you got a lot of support. You got a lot of love around you. You have in the bleachers people who are cheering you on, that have faith in you, and maybe that gives you a little bit more confidence to make things happen. That gives you the extra mile to create your magic. A lot of this deals with willpower. So as long as you fix your intentions and you fix your willpower to reflect on what you really want to happen rather than what you don't want to happen, that's when you start seeing results. Let us see for the weekend what we have in store. So we have Friday the 4th, August the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. We'll see spirit subconsciously. What do we need to know for the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th of August subconsciously? what's in our subconscious area. Okay, that's subconsciously. And consciously, the 4th, the 5th, and 6th in August. Spirit, what do we have coming at us? Ay, mi mind, mira eso. Yo, shit's about to hit the roof, you guys. I hope you're ready. Watch that video, like, subscribe, share, okay? That was very Trump, share. Because I really feel like all this information is the motivation you need to make shit happen. So this is great. So we have subconsciously for this weekend, the Ace of Wands, all right? The Ace of Wands is the I will what I want, fire, passion, sexual energy, initiation, magic card. That's a lot, but that's in you. That's like what you're birthing right now. Is this juju, extreme potential that should not be played with. Do not sleep on yourself. Of course, honor the fact that you need to sleep if you need to sleep. I'm not one of those people that's like, I only sleep when I'm dead. Hustle till you die. That just makes no sense. Then you're going to see a crabby motherfucker. It ain't going to be nice for nobody. But sleep. But honor the callings that your inner spirit is telling you to do and to pursue. You got to honor that. Going back to the Ace of Wands. I see this as you're birthing something. So because it's subconscious, it's deeply rooted in you. You're feeling all this excitement. You're feeling all this gratitude for your emotions and who you are and who you're transitioning into. And I really do feel like this birth has not happened yet. But you're on the brink of a massive personal transformation. You might look back at the end of August and reflect upon this video and realize you're not the same person at all. You're completely different, or your life is different. You've taken a different path. Of course, this is great for you because this is going to be reflective of your more, ¿cómo se dice? Your more authentic, raw, honest self. That's what's going to come out. But you're not quite finished marinating and gestating yet. You're not done with that. So the Ace of Wands is all of this excitement. Pero it's important to tell you that if you're not doing anything, because this card is about initiation, starting stuff. You know you're starting something. You know you're gonna, like, this is like envisioning yourself that 10 years from now. You could feel it, you could taste it, because you know what you're doing now is creating that. You're absolutely faithful in that. But if you're not moving, if you're not facilitating this energy to go places that you wanted to go, so you have all this type of juju energy, and it's of this caliber, it's of this fire, it's of this spiritual evolution, spiritual ascension. It's of making things happen. It's of progression. It's of ambition. It's of tearing down limitations. If you have all of this and you're just like, okay, well, I'm in it. I have all of it. But you're not moving it like a Super Saiyan, like a Tai Chi master. You're not moving it to the areas of your life that you wanted to move in. You may feel this as anxiety. You may feel this as worry. You may feel not quite right because you have this unsettling energy that needs to be expressed inside of you. So you might be, the Ace of Wands might be creating amazing, innovative thoughts. You might be very sexually active. It is a card of sexuality, or expressing your sexuality in your art, in expression, verbal expression. Sexuality isn't just raw, primitive, physical action, but you can exude a sexuality in the way you walk, in the way you write something. You know, it doesn't have to be lewd. It doesn't have to be that type of way. Sexuality is just the combination of two energies to create, to manifest something, masculine and feminine energy to create, and then result. So what are you creating? Then it's important to know that you have the power to initiate anything. So even if it's something that you see very, 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 very huge, which you should be thinking very big at this time because it's very big energy. If you see something as If you see something is very huge, take small steps, okay? Because this ain't no tree yet. It's going to be in the future, you know, maybe 10,000 years from now. But now it's starting as little leaves. And this is it's important for you to know that fire is also an element of spirit. It is the element of invigoration, of passion, initiation. So spirit is giving you a gift here, whether that's an idea, whether it's energy, whether it's information in the spirit realm, it's giving you something, and it's your responsibility as a channel of spirit to manifest what spirit's giving it to you, because it's giving it to you. It ain't giving it to other people. It gave it to you. So if you sleep on it and spirit decides to leave you and go to another person and be like, you know what, that book that you wanted to write that was sitting inside of you for 3 years, but you didn't want to take action on it, you can't hate if your best friend got an idea that's similar to it, but she decided to take action on it. Now she's a multimillionaire because she wrote the book and you didn't. You don't want that to happen. You don't want, and there's infinite amounts of abundance for everybody. But that has happened before, okay? You sleep on yourself and then, you know, I don't feel like an idea is original. You know, we're all spirits. We're all conduits of spirits. We all channel spirit. We're all connected. So it's going to flow. Spirit wants everyone to take a turn. And if you got the message, if you got the benefit, you got the blessing, it's your turn. You need to nourish it. You need to plant it. You need to make it grow. It doesn't need to be so sudden. It doesn't need to be like, oh my God, overnight I got to do the most. Don't get your head so overwhelmed with responsibility. Just a little bit goes a long way every day. So start that book. Start that business. Start moving. Do what you need to do to get that relationship. Ace of Wands is that backup energy, is your hype man from the universe telling you you can do it. Now, on the conscious realm, this is really important because now on the conscious realm, we're getting another ace. We're getting the Ace of Swords. Aces are like gateways, portals. The portals open. So now you've got Papa Legba, the gatekeeper, the master of the crossroads, the intermediary between the living and the dead, to give you everything that you desire. But what are you going to do with that, right? Ace of Swords is this air energy of intellect, of strategy, of clarity, mental clarity, in which you're like, you know what, I'm eliminating any emotion that no longer benefits me, which is why you got all this emotional juju in your subconscious realm for the beginning of the week that's supporting you. That is that type of emotion that you want inside of you. You know, you want to be your best support system. You want to utilize that positive energy in your direction to support you. You don't want to marinate in doubt. You don't want to marinate in insecurity. That's energy that's not really serving you. It's not giving you any value. Ace of Swords knows how to get rid of that. It's like cleaning house in your mind. It's also being very, it's also being very analytical, very strategic, planning things out, being articulate, meaning what you're saying, doing what you say, saying what you do, doing what you say, meaning what you say, whatever the fuck. You guys know what I'm talking about. Ace of Swords is like get it done mentally, okay? Express yourself. Verbalize it. Say it out there this weekend. This week is awesome in general, dude. Like, you guys should be popping. Write it down. You know, when you write it down, they'll go take a wall, look at Google and figure out how to make chalkboard paint. I did that shit once. It was amazing. And it's very easy, and I think it's cheaper than buying chalkboard paint. Either that, or buy the chalkboard paint, or buy the wall paper of chalkboard and start writing it down. Or get yourself a passion planner, start writing it down, or just a journal. Or use your iPhone to organize your life. You know, use your notes. My notes are very embarrassing because I've got 18,000 pages that I don't read. I just write notes in, and it's just like, I gotta read them now. So, when you have the Ace of Wands with the Ace of Swords, I really do see putting a logical plan to the things that you want to initiate. So it's not like, oh my God, I got this energy, I'm going to make it happen. Now it's like, okay, how am I going to make it happen? And when am I going to make it happen by? Give yourself some time frames. Really clarify your goals. This is about being detail oriented. And this is also being on your ass. This is like, okay, I don't have time for excuses. I'm leading with integrity. I'm leading with honesty and truth. And anything that doesn't support my honesty and truth, then I can't abide by that. So it's important for you to know what that is. And it certainly seems to be a week where you know yourself more than ever. And that's fantastic. So vamos a ver. We're going to pull out an oracle card. Miss Marcella Kroll, my homegirl in LA, La Bruja. She's awesome. She made this oracle deck. This is one of her first, I believe. She has a new one. But I love this one, Sacred Symbols. And she designed it herself. So we're going to be pulling out what the sacred symbol is of the week. I don't even know if she sells these anymore, to be honest. I think she might have taken a break. Let's see, Spirit, what's our symbol for the week? What do we need to know for the week? Oh, it's so important. Because if not, heads be rolling. And this sacred symbol of this week is boundaries. Rawr. Rawr. I'm trying to make this my head, but I can't see. Rawr. As Simba when he doesn't get fed. Shit gets real. Boundaries. He just heard me call him. Now he's moving. Boundaries says stand your ground. Be your own guardian and take up space. Show up for yourself. Show up for your goals and your dreams. This is not the time to play small. Honor your space and create healthy boundaries in your situation. Meditate on the symbol when you want to set a healthy boundary and stick to it. Jaguar, apparently that's a jaguar, can also help you keep your integrity and standards high. The jaguar is a totem of integrity and impeccability. It has a healthy sense of boundaries and respects magic and the unknown. So listen, you got to come, energetic forts. Vocalize what you need, what you don't need, what you like, what you don't like. And set up boundaries so that other people know how to treat you and other people know what you expect. But also set up boundaries for yourself. Like, I'm not going to sleep until 10 o'clock in the morning on weekdays when I got to get up at 5 to do work or whatever to reach this goal. Or, you know what, I'm not going to go out on weekends so I can work out and get the dream body that I've always envisioned for myself. Or whatever, things that get you organized, that get you disciplined. Rules and regulations. You have a lot of potential this week. I only think that's even more so going into the month. This is the beginning of August. Happy, happy, happy August for you guys. I hope this reading served you well. I hope it fed you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Where the button be at? Probably down there. But if the video is reversed, it's probably down there. Anyway, and share, if you will, with people in need. And also let me know how this video resonates with you. Give me some insight on things you're planning to manifest, or some tips. Affirmations. Let us know about some affirmations that really work for y'all, especially in the beginning of the month. We need some sort of phrase or mantra that can carry us through. And if you are interested in booking a session with me, we can do it near or far. I am in New Orleans now, no longer Brooklyn. I don't know when Shorty's going to Brooklyn. Baby match is going to be a couple of months probably before we head back into Brooklyn. But my heart's in Brooklyn always. But so if you want an in-person session, this might be the very last month that I'm booking in-person sessions. Baby Magic is due in September. And I really want to minimize the in-person sessions so I can work on a lot of content, new content for you guys that's up and coming. So if you want to do that, please go on my website, myurbanillumination.com. Click on the Work With Me tab, and shoot me an email if you have a specific date. There should be an in-person session booking button. It's not the button that says phone, FaceTime, or Google Hangout. That's obviously not for in-person, so don't book that if you want to see me in the flesh. And if you are not in New Orleans, we can still connect through all of the above. And you can go through the same site in the same direction, Work With Me tab, and we will, shoot me an email, book. I will send you my availability and let you know when I will be connecting with you. I have availability this week, so that is really sweet. Also, follow me on social media. Not Google. Mama's hungry now. Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, all at Tatiana Tarot, TATIANNA, Tarot, TAROT. Hope this served you well. Also tune in to the video that I have up and coming today. It will be released today with this video with the Voluptuous Witch. Love you guys all. Stay blessed. Stay hydrated. Y bendiciones. Ciao.